Hi, I'm Caroline Gow in the Baird & Warner Glenbrook office. There are many terms out there for coming soon, whether it's pocket listings, PLN, or the coming soon. I call it coming soon because it makes the most sense to the buyers and sellers that I talk to on a regular basis. But what is the coming soon? Well, the history behind it is a couple years ago, our local MLS came up with this network called the Private Listing Network, PLN for short, what agents call it. And the purpose was to even the playing field for the new listings. What was happening was a buyer would get wind of a new property. They would ask their buyer's agent that they'd been working with, and the buyer's agent had no clue. So it would tend to cause the buyer to call the listing agent directly, and that buyer's agent would lose that opportunity. So to make it even for everybody, when you have a new marketing agreement that's signed with the seller, then instantly it needs to go into this PLN, which is for agents' eyes only. And it's only an exterior picture, maybe it's all the pictures, but at least one front picture plus some basic information about the property with the price. You could even do a price range if you're still working on the price. However, then the agents who are looking for their buyers can call the listing agent directly and ask some questions and while we are getting ready for market. So a listing agent who talks about this in their office meetings or wants to put it on social media, it needs to be in the PLN first. And the listing agent and the broker can be fined if they are talking about it when it's not in that network. So that's important to do. Behind me, we have a coming soon. It's 2650 Crabtree Lane in Northbrook. We're in District 28, walking distance to Westmoor Elementary, and of course, Northbrook Junior High and Glenbrook North High School here. And this property will be coming to market in a few days. We're doing some power washing today. It's such a nice day. So getting it ready, and come on, take a look. So what happens during the coming soon period? Well, now that the listing has been signed and we can start our pre-marketing activities, this includes promoting it on social media as a coming soon, talking about it in our office meetings, and sharing it with our agent community. This is also during the time that the seller is getting prepped for photos. We don't like to put the property live on the MLS until all the photos are ready, of course, because that's when it's going to shine the best. So we help with staging and suggesting a list of deferred maintenance that we want to take care of, whether it's handling any red flags, things that it's going to make the property look its best. And then during this period, we might do some more cleaning, decluttering mostly, and just getting it ready. And it could be between a few days or several months. During this period, as we know, agents have access to it, and if they want to call the listing agent to get some more information, details, perhaps they have a good client fit, and we can discuss on a case-by-case basis whether the property can be shown. So typically it's in the seller's best interest to show the property in its best light, which usually means after the staging and the painting and everything is done and showing ready. If the buyer might not be in the market in a few weeks, we might consider doing a showing sooner rather than later. This pretty property is 2901 Cherry in Northbrook. This is District 27, so the schools would be Hickory Point, Shaboney Elementary, Wood Oaks Junior High, and of course Glenbrook North. And this property will be ready in a couple weeks. We are doing some handyman fixes and some painting and just getting it all ready for the greatest number of buyers. Typically when a property comes to market, the buyers are wanting 30 to 45 days, and they're not interested in waiting until November. So a second reason it might be in the coming soon is for limited showing availability. When a new listing comes to market, we absolutely want to get as many buyers in as we can and be very accessible for the showing appointments. So if that can't happen, that's another reason why it might stay in the coming soon. Hello. This property behind me sold during the coming soon. We were able to get a flexible buyer. It's 1337 Southwind Drive in District 27 of Northbrook. So what we've been experiencing this spring and now leading into the summer months is some pent-up demand. So I'm sure you've heard that the market has been crazy, and a lot of it is because during COVID, sellers were not putting their house up on the market, and that's created a shortage of inventory. And we're seeing a lot of buyers coming from the city into the suburbs, and they're shopping the schools and the community and lots of open spaces and nice houses. So If you've been thinking about selling your property, it's not too late. Summer is the new spring. So typically in August, we're experiencing a slower period, but not this year. So feel free to call me. I'd love to connect with you and talk about your real estate goals and how we might work together, as well as perhaps your home will be the next epic property tour. So take care. I look forward to seeing you soon. Bye.